balcony doors open? I need a clear path.
I can't move it in that direction. Holmes, I'm here. Can you let me in?
A Mayan pyramid. A slot. It appears to be part of some mechanism. A Mayan pyramid.
We need to hurry and find out what Mr. Marley is hiding.
There's a recurring theme that connects all of these sculptures. Marley is obviously an avid student of mechanics. Obviously for a dagger. Mayan period, I think. I'll need a dagger to work the mechanism. I hope this dagger fits. Another statue of Takun. So, Bernard Marley built a mechanical globe. This globe has space inside.
It can move.
But a part of the mechanism is missing.
Be careful, Watson. Unless you want to be speared by Takun.
Marley dismantled these alarm... It's closed. Locked. It's shut tight. The chain doesn't fit here. 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 The chain doesn't... The chain doesn't fit here.
It seems we found the key to the safe.
This part is in solid gold. It's worth a fortune. This part is in solid gold. It's worth a fortune. The statue is in 3 parts. Only the gold is original. Marley must have reconstructed the other 2. A piece of a map in metal. This object evidently connects to something else. It's almost daylight. The workers will be here soon. It's time to leave.
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital. This should be the right place. Our man might be here. Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here. What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible. He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings. Holmes, it seems that albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
What should we do next, Holmes?
information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place where elements are close together. Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK. Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
No! Please help! Please help! Help! No! Please help!
If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. All of these statues serve as a perfect hideout for the attacker. All of these statues serve as a perfect hideout for the attacker. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. This table could serve as cover. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Cover me! Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
Our assailant escaped using this rope. Our assailant escaped using this rope.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. Our assailant escaped using this rope.
Thank you again for saving me.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Albiet's wife and son. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. This model forms a part of another, larger model. This bed is very small.
There's a little bed in the small room. It's being used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. On my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life with a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekkanen Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spirit.
The treasure of Takunuman. No keyhole or handle. There must be a way. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning. This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles, and Zacharias all shared. This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles, and Zacharias all shared.
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with you, and it involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
A pygmy?
As I suspected. Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
It's clear enough now. You and your accomplice are guilty to the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
They had to pay for what they did. If only I'd had the time to get all of them. But Gulliver only did what I told him.
It's for the judge to decide that. But given the nature of judges, I doubt that he will be lenient towards a pygmy who kills an Englishman.
Father, Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
If it's really what you want.
It's the perfect solution, Mr. Holmes. Don't you agree?
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it. The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me. I'm sure that our two brains will.
Brains.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
Oh, Wilde's already making himself at home. Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this? This must be grease paint. I use the same brushes for makeup. Face powder of an excellent quality.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
It might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me. No, don't touch that!
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Well, indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes. Although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and Mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then Father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week. And Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Haha, a love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde. Holmes, tell her. Dying.
Mr. Holmes, what do you think about the letter?
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten. Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects.
Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my... Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention. This letter has a defect. One more letter with 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 a... One more letter with a defect. 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 Ah, it's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. Another letter match with the same defects. Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter. You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He found a crook by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel. He was paid to make you fall in love and promise your devotion, whereupon he would disappear.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. Thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
What is going on?
Go back. Calm down, Toby. Now, let's see what... It's ticking. It's ticking. I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. There are a source of Aha! If it loses its power supply, it will close. A package. Aha. If it... A fancy tick. A fancy ticket. Whew.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins. Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else.
There are ink stains on this piece of paper.
I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it. A poem? But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into Yon Harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket? Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
Here it is. That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there is someone trying to kill me? How selfish.
He's so funny.
Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wilde? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
That's kind of her, but I'd rather you didn't take advantage of her generosity.
It's my birthday today, Father.
I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wilde's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know
Kate! Come back! Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings.
This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway, it'd be better to visit the group. Force is not an option. I should find a back room. Alice has recently used this. It has no smell. It has a bitter taste. No smell, bitter taste. It's a... Alice prepared a gift for Kate. She remembered her birthday. Well, women are good at that sort of thing. A soothing drug to aid sleep. It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time. Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt, until the aunt's death. Alice was unhappy with all of her adopted families. She's spying on me. A phonograph cylinder. It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be. Strange taste in literature. Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother. Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton. Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat. This lock is quite new. Oh my God. The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. My distant ancestor, Horace Verney. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. I solved that crime.
William Hamilton. Daddy, talk.
Alice is talking with her Alice is talking. Abraham Lincoln. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. Charles Darwin. Louis Napoleon. I finished here, time to go. Locked. Here it is. I have to be careful in this den of iniquity.
Come on, Bobby, push back! Hey, you, shut up! Well done, Bobby! On Adam!
I should be quiet so that I can listen to...
Let's
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Good beer. Strong.
I'll drink to
Perhaps I should
forget that
try.
I drink. Bottoms up.
I can hear nothing from here. I can hear nothing from here.
I need a refill.
You tackled Holmes, Fredo. I'll drink to forget that I drink.
Interesting, they have some kind of pass for getting inside.
Cheers!
Bottoms up. Hey, Mug Hunter, what do you
I
think
need a
you're
refill.
doing? Get out of here! Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
I've lost too much here.
There's an illegal
Let's
gambling
celebrate.
den here.
Cheers!
Hey,
Bottoms up.
this is my table. Hey, this is my
I
table.
need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Sod off.
I'll drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Remember the airlift? He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
man with a hen. He could be my attacker. I should find a way to go upstairs.
I need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
Hey, what are you looking for? Get lost.
Let's celebrate. Get out of it!
I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs!
Want a beer? Want a beer?
Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Back in it.
Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Get out of here!
I need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
He has a pass. I could steal it to gain entry.
Let's celebrate.
You can get in.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Is the boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Ah, man. I should find a way to follow him.
Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Let's celebrate.
Luck is on my side.
Get out for a shilling.
All in.
It's my lucky day. Fools
Get snappy.
think faster.
Luck is on my side.
I have to get across to the other side. Perhaps from there I can reach the guarded area.
It's my lucky day.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's
Think
private.
faster.
Gamble or get
Luck
out.
is on my
To
side.
create a diversion that will move the guard away
You
from the
loser.
door.
All in.
He uses the extra cards to cheat. He uses a mirror to look at the cards during the deal. A button for a mechanism. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it'll release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I'll need to do for a diversion, then I can get outside.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in. Ah, it's my lucky day. Fools
You snappy?
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
all in. I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
The door to the gambling room is there. It's not a gambling room, so get out of here.
Cheers!
Bottoms up.
You're still here? You can get in, you know.
Let's celebrate.
Cheers!
Bottoms up.
I need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
Hey, this is my table.
Scotland Yard dogs. Let's celebrate.
You're still here?
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
If the rope's cut, it'll release the hidden cards and expose his
Ah, it's my lucky day. Fools
You snappy?
think faster.
They allow knives here. They allow knives here. A well cared for hat.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in. Ah, it's my lucky day. Fools
You snappy?
think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in.
I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
You snappy?
You loser.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
I have to try and go around.
You take that! Get off me! You villain! You bad boy!
Those must be the windows of the guarded rooms. They only left this room recently. Clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid. The hammer. Jack Cole, I remember him from the raid 3 years ago. Doesn't look like a key from an ordinary door. The man from the gambling room is the same card cheating accessory. A crack. There might be something behind the cupboard. Damn, I'm late. Left. It's the suitcase belonging to that fellow with the hairlip. No doubt these things were stolen. Our man, most likely with his family. After moving into our new home,
This fellow pawned his belongings. He must be in great need of money.
Butler's pawn shop on Lambeth Street. He apparently lives near this pawn shop. What's going on in there? It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang. Save Orson, quickly.
Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! 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 bastard, I'll kill you! Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
Who are you?
You are Alice, yeah? Listen, Holmes suspects something.
What are you talking about?
You must be more discreet. Your little game with his daughter.
No! Too soft, Holmes.
But you are Mr. Holmes. Why on earth?
You see, she recognized you. I expected it. You must live the character. You see...
Now you go upstairs right away or I will drive you back to that pub, understood?
And there you are. You've got it. All right. But seriously, you should take acting classes.
I know that you came here to avenge your father. You moved into my building, you've spied on me, and now you prepare your revenge through my own daughter.
Don't be such a fool. I adore your daughter. You see conspiracies in everything.
I have good reason to. Perhaps you forget what I do for a living.
How I pity you. You mistake sincerity for dishonesty.
Do you dare tell me that your presence here is accidental?
Obviously not. When the opportunity arose for me to meet you, then I came, but not with hatred, rather more with fascination. I had hoped to learn something about my father from you, some answers as to my identity, when, strangely enough, I find that you yourself are a riddle, even to your own daughter.
You shouldn't have involved my daughter in your sick problems. You're only confusing her.
It's over. She doesn't know it yet, but I'll be leaving soon. I've finished my business here, and you will never hear from me again.
Good. But you better speak to me directly. No being furtive.
I had no idea that you could show such a high level of indulgence towards the children of criminals. I'm going. Please, I beg you, do not spoil my last moments with Caitlin.
That's not the one I need. Here it is. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be...
Where is this inspector?
Mr. Holmes, you're still alive.
I can tell that that displeases you.
Oh, a faulty deduction for once.
Due to the attempt made on my life, I would like you to apprehend Jack Cole.
All right, Mr. Holmes, we'll apprehend him immediately.
Inspector, the suspect has been apprehended.
There you are. He's all yours. No need to thank me.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. So, Jack the Hammer Cole, we meet again.
Why am I here?
Don't pretend that you don't know. You're a suspect in the case of an attempt made on my life.
Rubbish. Just like the old days, eh? Arresting me on suspicion. You've got nothing.
Oh, no? How about the revenge for the trouble that I brought to your gang? And also your brother.
Don't you dare mention my brother.
Your brother was hurt. It was a regrettable accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I can hardly be blamed for that.
What? You bastard. You're the one responsible for him becoming a cripple. He was innocent. An accident, you say? Oh, I can't wait for the moment that you get whacked proper.
Quod erat demonstrare.
That's your proof. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
Do you know what happened at Baker Street that night?
I do know, but I had nothing to do with it.
And where were you at the time?
I was at my tavern all night long.
I see. I went to your place and I saw a man with a hair lip arriving to meet with you. What business do you have with him?
Business? He's a regular customer, that's all.
And what about the suitcase that your regular customer brought to you?
What? What are you talking about?
Why, the suitcase full of stolen silverware that I found in your secret room?
What? How? You searched my room. It's not stolen. I often buy a lot of different things and sell them on after. It's all legal.
Oh. Oh, I believe you. Personalized thuggery. How novel. Expensive cigarettes. Expensive cigarettes. Our suspect with his family near their house. Good day to you, madam.
Good day, sir.
I'm here to see your son.
Jeremiah? He's not at home now.
Might I ask you a few questions about him? Perhaps we could speak inside.
I don't know who you are, sir, but I'll have to ask you to leave right away.
She won't speak with a stranger.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. It is my business to know what other people don't know. It's a good thing that I came to help you at the tavern, Holmes. I am the last and highest court of...
Wiggins, an exorcism. Protocol 2.5 on Lambeth Street.
Yeah, you can count on us, Gov. We're ready, Gov. We're ready, Gov.
Someone close the door. I should find a way to attract the attention of Jeremiah's mother.
Little rascal! Refrain from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself, it tends only to evil.
Thank you, Father. You are so kind. Those brats are always causing trouble. Now, where are my manners? May I offer you a cup of tea as a small thank you?
I don't know if... God bless you, sister.
My name is Margaret Thorne. It is an honour that God sent you to me.
You appear grieved, sister. Is it because of those children?
Oh, no. It is my son, Jeremiah. I fear that he is doing bad things, Father.
How bad?
I don't know. He has just become nervous and angry and rude. And he used to be such a nice boy. These days he won't spend any time at all with us. Not even with Janet, his younger sister. He hides himself away inside his room and locks the door. And he won't open it for anyone.
And where is your son?
I don't know where he is. He hasn't come back from last night. I'm so worried.
Perhaps his absence is connected with his job. Where does he work?
I don't know if he has a job, Father. I've asked him several times, but he just gets angry and won't speak.
Perhaps Jeremiah is being poorly influenced by his friends.
I wouldn't know. He never mentions any friends. I am afraid that he could be possessed by the devil himself. He's changed so drastically lately. He won't tell me anything and he flies into rages and shouts at me. I don't know what to do.
Don't distress yourself, sister. You were right to confess. Truly, I can feel an evil presence in this apartment.
Oh, God!
Allow me to search for the demon in this house.
God bless you, Father.
Bookcase and books, possessed wood and words, expel your literary demons!
Oh, Father, please help us!
Fire and flames! Better for crumpets than foul-toothed demons! Begone and bring peace! Oh, Holy Spirit, save your pans from demons and poor musicianship! Wooden door! Iron handle! Battle the demon! Unholy vandal!
Father, it's a demon! Father, it's a demon!
Window!
Window frame! I must protect you from demonic pain! Sister, you saw that the demon has taken shelter in Jeremiah's room. I should go there alone.
God save us.
Sister, wait for me outside. This fight will be a fierce one.
God help us. I'll do what you say.
Does he plan to escape from London? A schematic for a homemade bomb. One of the solenoids for creating a bomb. This is evidence enough to put Jeremiah behind bars. This is probably Janet, Jeremiah's sister. It looks as though this letter was torn up in rage. I should reassemble the fragments to read what was written. It appears that Jeremiah received a threatening letter from somebody known as the Dart. The Dart. He was at the center of a notorious case from 1888.
It's over. The demon is defeated.
Oh, thank you. Bless you, Father.
Now, pray for Jeremiah's soul and give thanks, sister. Goodbye.
Lord be praised. Goodbye.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. The game is afoot. Not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Here it is.
The game is afoot. Not a word. Into your clothes and come.